What happens next? What happens next after Philadelphia Eagles star Jalen Carter spat on opponent in season opening NFL game? What happened? Thursday, by the way, 13 and resigning NFL game was meant to be a celebration of the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl winning campaign last year. But before, by the way, even the first play from a scrimmage of the 2025 NFL season, there was controversy. And after the opening, by the way, kickoff against the Dallas Cowboys on Thursday, a flag, by the way, was thrown by the officials and the Eagles star lineman. Jalen Carter was ejected, by the way, for unsportsmanlike and seconds, I'm so sorry, and conduct just 6 seconds, by the way, into the news season, much to the bemusement of many in attendance at Lincoln Financial Field. And as both, by the way, ran down from the Philly crowd and Carter tried, trudged to the locker room. TV and the cameras showed Carter, by the way, appearing to spit at Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott. And NBC cameras, by the way, later showed Prescott spitting in the direction of Carter before the All-Pro had gotten in the quarterback's face. And Carter, by the way, later apologized for his actions and saying he made a mistake. Yes, actually. And I feel bad for just my teammates and fans, by the way, out here. And the 24 years old, by the way, says that I am doing it for them. I'm doing it for any family. I'm sorry, doing it for my family. And also, but fans, they show, by the way, the most love. It won't, by the way, happen again. And I have already made that promise. And Prescott, by the way, however, downplayed the spitting and the incident and claiming he was trying to mess with one of his offensive linemen and felt the need to spit, which he light Carter up. And he asked, by the way, Orgos, and are you trying to spit on me? It's a question, by the way, here now. Prescott answer now. Prescott, by the way, told the reporter that at that point I felt like he was insulting me, and I wouldn't spit on somebody, and I am done, by the way, sure, not trying to spit on you, and we are trying to play a game, and I am wondering why you are trying to mess with the rookie, Taylor Booker. And I step, by the way, through and say the words, and why the hell? Excuse me, by the way, probably even more careful. And but why, by the way, would I spit on you for? And he just spit, by the way, on me in that moment, and it was more of a surprise than anything. Great. And by the way, it didn't stop. The Eagles beginning their title defense with a victory, beating the Cowboys 24-20. And but afterwards, by the way, Carter's actions were the main taking point, as well as any potential punishment Carter could face, by the way, for his actions. And one thing that is unanimous in is the criticism of players who is bet, by the way, as their opponents. That's fine. And Carter, by the way, isn't the first NFL player to do so. And if he does face punishment, the lineman, by the way, wouldn't be the first to be penalized for spitting on an opponent. That's great news. And Denver. What about Denver Broncos? By the way, Denver Broncos linebacker Bill and Roman Whiskey, by the way, was fined $7,500 for his betting in the face of San Francisco 49ers receivers J.J. Stokes in 1997 and January 2006. And Washington, by the way, Shane Taylor, by the way, was ejected and fined $17,000 for his betting on Tampa Bay Buccaneers Michael Pittman. Later in the year and the following season, by the way, Cowboys wide receiver Terrell Owens and was fined $35,000 for his betting in the face of Atlanta Falcons cornerback DeAngelo Hall. And each incident has brought about about severe criticism from the NFL fraternity and highlighting the lack of respect that comes with the act. Oh my god. And by the way, NFL Hall of Famer and then Broncos teammate, by the way, of Romanowski. Romanowski, by the way, Shannon Sharp, by the way, described being livid and when he found out what the linebacker had done in 1997. And that's the worst thing, by the way, you can do. You can do, by the way. And he said in 2024 on his Nightcap podcast, you spit on the ground and you spit on me, and you are telling me I am lower than the ground. And similarly, by the way, Hall said his opinion on Owens' bat changed after being spat at by the wide receiver. And you don't spit in another grown, by the way, man's face. And hopefully the NFL can see it and go back and watch the film just before the first point of the game. And Hall, by the way, says that per ESPN channel, by the way, we're kind of walking face to face. And he just hewled by the way off and spat in my face, and I lost all respect for the guy man. After that, when reached by the way by CNN News channel Sports, the NFL said it wouldn't comment specifically, by the way, on the situation involving Carter, but noted, by the way, noted that a player, by the way, who is disqualified could face potential further discipline in the form of suspension or fine if I get that text of or that call and have that conversation. And by the way, will handle it. And Carter says that when asked about a potential punishment, what Carter said. Carter said, by the way, when asked about whether Carter would face any internal punishment from the Eagles and head coach Nick Sirianni, by the way, told the reporters that he will keep those conversations private and will handle it. He said. And if Carter, by the way, is suspended, it would be a big blow to an Eagles defense, which played, by the way, a big part in the team winning is a Super Bowl last season. Oh my God. And he was, by the way, named to the second team All Pro and provided plenty of key defensive moments to help Philadelphia Eagles to their championship winning campaign. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Have a nice time and great day. Thank you so much, my friends. Thank you. Thank you. Goodbye. Thank you so much.